Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to beat Dr. Boom in the Lethal Challenge. So this is the challenge against Dr. Boom that unlocks once you've finished all 4 of the Lethal Challenges. I'm not going to show how to do each of these, but if you can't do them and you're really stuck, just let me know in the comments and I'll let you know how to do these ones. But we're going to be focusing on particularly the Dr. Boom section because that's the hardest. Now I did manage to finish all these myself, but it did take me a long time, especially the last 2, so don't feel bad if you're in the same boat. But if you're really stuck and you want to know the answers, I'll have them right up here for you. So the first challenge is Warrior, and any of you that remember Patron Warrior is a bit similar to that. Now the trick here is that you need to be using, you don't need to use the Death Spite, you want to be using your Fiery War Axe instead. It's a bit of a red herring that, because it seems like it could be quite good. So the first thing you do is you want to put this card down so that every minion you summon gets charged. Then you want to put this minion down because that will gain attack every time something else takes damage. So you want to make sure that's on the board the full time. Then you equip your weapon. Okay, and now because we've equipped our weapon, these cost 0. So we can put these on the board. They'll gain charge as well. And you want to fire these ones in first, because we want to get them off the board to get some space. But then you get a good amount of hit. Next you want to hit with one patron there, and it will summon another patron. Then you go face with these ones. Don't hit with that one just yet. Now we want to go Whirlwind. Summons a bunch more patrons. Hit with these 2. 2 damage to that one. Summon one more. 14. And finally hit face with the axe. So hopefully that I went slow enough for you there. But that one's fairly easy. Easy-ish. Right, so this next one is a bit of a defile challenge. So what you want to do is you want to be putting your Pyromancer down first. Then you want to give it Power Tentacles so that we know that it's got enough health, because the extra damage from your Pyromancer is going to be really important. Then you want to put down a Haunted Creeper. And then you've got 1 mana left over, but we don't care about that. You just want to refresh your mana crystals. So this now sets you a Haunted Creeper at 1 health. So it sets it up perfectly for a Defile, because when it dies it will summon 2 more. So now you do your Defile. But before that we put the Apprentice down, the first one. Then you do your Defile.
I'm ready to learn.
Okay, now you do your second Defile.
I'm ready to learn.
And if you've done it correctly, it should end up at his side and you can just kill it with that. There you go, dead. So this one's a tough one, and one I struggled with for a little while, but I did get there eventually. So the first thing you want to do is shuffle 3 of these copies of Northshire Cleric into the deck, because you're going to need those to fatigue your opponent eventually. Next you want to do Powered Shield to get the Northshire Cleric out. Then you need to put him down. So now we've got 2 on the board. We want to deal 1 damage here with the Elven Archer. Now when we heal, we're going to draw 2 more cards. Okay. Now we get the Pyromancer and 1 more Northshire Cleric. And this is kind of where I struggled to start with, because I thought I would need all of them, but you don't. You actually only need, you can keep that one in the deck. So the next thing you do is you just put this one down. Then you should have 2 mana crystals left. You can refresh all of your mana crystals. Next you want to swap all minions with your opponent. So now you've got 1 and they've got 3 Northshire Clerics, but now you put your Pyromancer down. Then you give your Pyromancer, and then you give your Northshire Cleric to him. So now he's got all these damage minions on the board. Then what you want to do is you want to do heal to everything. so that's phase 1 done. Okay, so this next challenge is actually very similar as well, but there's some slight differences. So the first thing we need to do, as before, is shuffle 2 Nausea Clerics in. Then we want to do 1 damage to any of our minions, it doesn't really matter which one. Okay, but we need to make sure that we give the Elven Archer the 2 health. And then we draw another Nausea Cleric, play that on the board. And the reason we want to give it 2 health is so that it survives enough for it then to be restored and draw him more cards. So once we heal here, we'll draw 2 more cards, which are the final 2. Okay, we can put the final Nausea Cleric on the board. Refresh all of our mana crystals. Now we want to do the same as before. We want to swap with opponent first. Then put your Pyromancer down. Then we give the Pyromancer to him. Now this is the important part here, is we need to make sure that the first thing we do is play the Fungal Enchanter. And the reason we do that first is that we have another minion on the board that we can do some more damage to with our Circle of Healing. So it takes a little bit of damage here first, not quite finished yet. Now we can restore health. We want to restore the health on this 1 attack minion. That way it will survive again for our Circle of Healing. Okay. Now for the final phase, you use your Circle of Healing to heal everyone up.
Just to watch everything I built.
There you go, guys. That's how you do kill Dr. Boom on the lethal challenges. Let me know in the comments how you did, if you had managed to do it on your own or you needed some help. But I'll do some more of these, probably just the Dr. Boom challenges, because I think the video would be too long if I did them all. But thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.